I was wondering why my voice was so quiet in my headphones. I've been talking for this entire time. Thank you, Mattress Manor, for asking if there's supposed to be music. There literally was music. I was singing, I was making up a song as I went, and then I was singing about Jevin, and nobody heard any of it. So, this is why we need to prepare for the week with a morning stream. Yay! Woo! Okay. I was bopping because I was singing. Okay. So, what was I gonna do? Okay. Hey, Tommy Boy's here. Okay. So, we had a few things we gotta figure out this morning. First of them is we need to figure out if anybody has HHH stuff. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, lots of hermits talking about United Kingdom tax law. I don't need to catch up on that. I mean, I just skimmed it now. But that's fine. I need to message Cleo about HHH today. Need anything for HHH today? Dang it. You know what? I'm not gonna message Cleo. I'm gonna post this in the group, actually. Server. Okay, it looks like Cub has some HHH stuff for his museum at meeting time next Monday. Does anyone need anything from us today? If not, I've got some digging and water removal at my base as a fallback. But that's not urgent. Also, Cleo and I are both TCG refs. So if anyone wants us to ref their games, that's their games around meeting time today. That's another ref their games on stream around meeting time today. That's another way hermits can help hermits. Need any resource gathering or product or project work from us today? Okay, cool. So HHH sent. Good morning, Vin. We are getting schedule stuff going for the week. Okay, so whoops. Okay, so moving this to the done list. HHH correspondence. Or HHH message. Okay, done. Stream, 8:30 a.m. morning stream. Technically, we can move to the now time period. Let's see, we have lunch and dinner to make tonight. Lunch, 11 a.m. sandwich. Dinner. I should probably do burritos, because we got that ground beef we gotta use. Okay. So let's pull up our weekly calendar. During these Mondays planning streams, dang it, this boom mic keeps getting popped. Sorry about that, y'all. During our Monday morning streams, we tend to do a lot of weekly planning and figuring out correspondence, reading messages, we're backlogged on, sending messages, we're backlogged on, outgoing, scheduling calls, scheduling stuff. Okay, one of my friends had a question about Tears of the Kingdom, but that's it. Okay. Let's see, checking other Discords that I might have correspondence in. HermitCraft TCG Season 2, Gaming Science asks if it's already in full swing. Well, technically, kind of. Full swing implies 100% swing, right? So it's at 95% swing, basically. The new cards are in the shop. The new cards are playable in matches that refs can judge and award tokens for to buy more new cards. The thing is that there's a few... Beef wants to give people a little bit of time to play with the new cards and experiment before he starts logging the rankings. We're still logging the matches, but before he starts, opens the rankings formally for Season 2. He's going to give a little bit of time he also wants to swap out some of the Season 1 cards with Season 2 card or updated rules. Like the Spyglass card used to, what do you call it? What did the Spyglass used to do? It used to, the word was fail at being an interesting card. So some of the cards from Season 1 he's going to do a recall on and put out updated versions of them. So the Spyglass, instead of just looking at the opponent's cards, it'll also let you discard one of them. There's also the Wolf update coming soon. Okay. So we'll just put that... That's not really architecturally in line with the vision of the creator of this building, so we'll leave it there. The Wolf update is going to make the wolves power through armor, which is cool. But there's a bunch of stuff for Season 2 that is not quite fully spun up yet. So it's not full swing, technically. Season 2 has begun of TCG, but it's not... It's gaining steam. It's gaining momentum. It's not full speed ahead yet. It's launched. I guess that's the way... Yeah, Season 2 is launched, but it's not at full speed, would be the way I should frame it. Morning and Curious. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, by the way, this is a viewer-supported stream. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Cup of Joe says this is my first Joe Hills stream. Well, this is going to be a weird one, although you might be comfortable. This is a coffee stream. We are mostly... I'm drinking my morning coffee and going through stuff I have to do this week. My community liaison to my Discord community, Tommy Boy, is working on the newsletter right now and is going to call in later to talk about what needs to go in the newsletter. Okay, so one of the things that needs to go in the newsletter is I need to figure out my weekly stream schedule. Now, normally I would do a... Oh, no. I'm not going to be able to do DS9 petitions this Saturday. Not at that time. That's the worst. Okay. Then the next weekend's Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, okay, so Tommy, we'll need to talk about DS9 petition. I'm gonna put in there DS9 general. Okay, the 20th isn't gonna work for this month's petitions for me. After all, stand by for new date/time. Because I was gonna say I need to cancel my Friday and Saturday streams because I've got my daughter only for a few more weekends before she goes away for the summer to hang out with the other side of the family. And so I scheduled something with her that is I'm not going to have access to do petitions during. I did not think that that was this weekend. But it's too late to back out of that. Okay. So we're going to have to sort that out. Okay. So we're definitely going to do a stream right now. We're doing a stream right now. We're going to do an HHH stream at 1 p.m. So let's start writing this down. Okay. Live event chat. Okay. So Monday. What's today's date? Monday, May 15th, 1 p.m. HHH stream. Monday, May 15th, 8:30 p.m. HC9 live. Craft 9 live. Gosh. I shouldn't. This is a terrible way to do this. Okay. It's really hard to type with the other computer in front of me on this computer, but okay. Tuesday, May 16th at 8:30 a.m. HermitCraft coffee stream. Wednesday, May 17th, 8:30 a.m. Crafts with Cleo. Okay. Hey, we got our first tip of the stream rolling in. Let's see who it's from. Thank you very much to Brian for tipping 10, who says, good streaming. Thank you very much, Brian. That's going to put us 10 away from our first Face Gamer expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, so howdy, Namir. Thursday, Thursday, May 18th, 8:30 a.m. HermitCraft with Quinn. With musical guest. I think I should say with musical guest Quinn Hills. I think saying musical guest every time is funnier. Okay, Friday, May 19th, 8:30 a.m. HermitCraft 9 live. Special early show. Okay. Saturday. Off due to family commitments. Sunday. 8:30 p.m. Sunday, that would be May 21st. So Saturday, May 21st. Saturday, May 20th. Sunday, May 24th. 30 p.m. HermitCraft 9 live. Okay. So, Tommy, there's the stream schedule for the week. Michael Besky Summer says, when's the next quarterly meeting? That's a great question for Tommy to answer. I don't have that in front of me. Incurious Tips 30, who says, since we got a new stream watcher, let's show off the face camera expansion. That's a great idea, Incurious. Please direct your attention down here to slot 9 in front of the green pane of glass. I'm putting the hot in the hot bar. And we just got, according to my abacus count here, 30 US abacus speeds. So that's going to bring us up to past 2 face camera expansion milestones. For the first one, I'll say, howdy y'all, Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-da-dee-da-dee-dee-dee. And for the second one, I'll say, expand. Do-do-do-do-do. And we're going to just have that slide that way there. Thank you very much, Incurious. For that, we are now 20 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. We never actually locked down a date for the quarterly meeting, Tommy's saying, because we have a tentative date based on my availability. Oh, yeah, because it's going to be right around when my kid gets back from her summer travels with the other side of the family. So I didn't have enough information to commit. Oh, boy. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the problem is I don't want to book anything too close to when she gets back because I want to travel with her and like go see people on our side of the family. But I don't know when those people will or won't be available yet. So I don't want to say, oh, we'll do it the 19th, and then my parents are like, well, come visit on the 19th, not the 12th, because we've got something that we can't get out of, or it wouldn't be a good weekend for us or something. So, yeah, let's keep it tentative for now. I really feel like a lot of my stuff for the summer, I'm basically not going to know. Basically, I don't know what most of my summer looks like until June, probably 1st through 7th. Like, by the end of the first week of June. Because my daughter will be leaving in early June. So basically, let's say that I'm basically putting a wall of mystery. I have no idea what anything looks like until after she's gone to some degree. Because I'm going to be too busy trying to spend time with her to be chasing down people about their plans for August who are not going to want to make plans for August this far out. Is kind of where I'm in trouble there. See, like this thing with the 20th, this is how I get into trouble. Because we had the stream, or we had the petition scheduled before we had locked down a bunch of other stuff. And then the other stuff is, like, involves a bunch of people, and I can't move it. Whoa. Okay, jumping in on correspondence here. Okay, something's coming in hot here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Glad I was able to jump in there. Sometimes one of the things with HermitCraft is sometimes somebody will say something and then it will just happen unless somebody else goes, huh, you know, there's two sides to that. Ooh, Badger Spanner writes wedding shoes fit. Yay, Badger Spanner. Woo. I'm excited. Okay, so let's see. Lots going on. Lots going on this morning. Okay, so Tommy has... I posted the stream schedule in the live event chat. I probably should have actually posted that in the newsletter chat, but that's the one I had open. We've already got the pinball thing set up for the week. Morning beef. Okay. In terms of upcoming HermitCraft collabs. Yeah. Well-fitting shoes are important any day, but especially a day that important. Okay. So, going through... checking other correspondence here. I've got like 800 discords that blew up over the weekend. I gotta just make sure there's nothing like urgent in any of them. Real quick though, let's go see how many what do you call them have been happening here. Oh, that's down to 28. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, so this has already done one full exchange while we were standing there. But it looks like one full exchange doesn't necessarily trigger a light change. George says, when I went to bed you were live streaming and now here again you're live streaming. Welcome to my life! Yay! Okay. Okay. Let's see. IFPA tournament directors talking about withdrawals from tournament. Bum 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 bum. Looks like that's still something they're working on. I'm not currently a tournament director, but like my long-term dreams of one day having a collection of pinball machines and a physical studio that I can use as an event space. I'm trying to keep up with what they're doing. I would really I would love one day to have like my studio in like a commercial building with like a small theater so that people can actually like watch the stream live. Not like 100 people, but like, 10 to 15. Having like maybe, hold on, I'm trying to think. Like, I stayed at a cabin once that was like an 8-bedroom, 9-bedroom cabin. It was like this multi-story cabin shared by several families. And the basement of that had like a theater room. And I think that theater room was probably about the size of what I'm thinking. And I think it probably had room for maybe 30 seats ish. I don't know. But like, I would love to be able to be like, hey, we're gonna have a TCG night at my studio, and like have a big space where I could film stuff sometimes, but also we could set up folding tables and chairs and play games, as well. Actually, I guess that could double. We don't necessarily need permanent theater seats either. That could just be, honestly, just a big room. If I had money for a big room, I feel like I could do a lot. Glam Pixie tips 5, who writes joy and laughter. Woo! Thank you, Glam Pixie. But one of the things I'd love to do one day is have pinball machines in that big room as well, and then be able to host like tournament nights. I don't want to run like a full arcade bar that's open around the clock or anything, or like every day from 12 to 12 or something. But like basically, some people who have private pinball collections will host tournaments. And so like having a collection of machines that I could stream from on my show, but then also being able to host events there would be so cool. So yeah, anyway. So I generally try to keep up with like tournament director rules and stuff like that. Things that they're talking about. Because obviously I'm a long way from being able to afford several pinball machines. But it's good before when you start having dreams like that to make sure they're things you actually want to do and not just things that sound good. So reading all the tournament directors complaining about all the problems they run into and thinking about like, oh, is that something that I actually want to do? I still think it is. I think it's worthwhile for the community, but like, it's better to know what you're getting into. Cha Cha says the bird song really adds to the vibe of camping the button. Yeah, that's. Oh, I don't even have that mic turned up very high. Yeah, let's turn up the bird song mic. Bird songs. Okay, so what's everyone's week looking like? Chaotic, but a lot of family time. In a good way. Okay. Let's see what... Next Discord. Anything I need to respond to in here? Okay. Nothing I need to jump on in there. That one I looked at. That one I looked at. Is there a chance for plans or for a meetup when you're in Wisconsin for the tournament this summer? Definitely. Definitely a chance, I should say. So I'm gonna be in. So I've got family in Eau Claire. Dang it! Now there's somebody outside talking. Oh, I gotta mute the mic. So I got family in Eau Claire, and then the tournament itself is in Depair. I think it's pronounced Depair. It's like outside Green Bay. So the problem is there's not a great way to get from Eau Claire to Depair other than car. So I think I'm going to have to drive the trip, which isn't ideal, but is doable. And so, but I don't think if I'm driving from Eau Claire to Depair, I'd be passing through Milwaukee or any of the other major cities. Curious, what area of Wisconsin are you in? Just out of curiosity. And would you suggest any particular site for a meetup? Because that's the other thing is I don't know where stuff is. Okay, Eau Claire to Depair by car is 3 hours. I wouldn't really be going through anything of note on the way. Depair? Depair. Okay. Yeah, so let me add a stop here. We're gonna say if we start in Nashville, TN. What does this road trip here look like? So Nashville to Eau Claire is, gosh, okay, that is 14 hours. Wait. Is it 14 hours and 33 minutes for the whole trip, or is it? It's 11 and a half hours just to get to Eau Claire, which I could probably do in one day if I had to. There's not anything like blatantly interesting. halfway through there. There's not like a great, like, it's like Champaign, Illinois, I think, is like the largest city around the halfway mark. So that's the other thing, is there's not much. If you're driving directly from Nashville to Eau Claire, you're basically bypassing every major city. You're going between St. Louis and Evansville. You're going between Springfield and Indianapolis. You're going between Chicago and Des Moines. You do pass through Madison. The problem is if I'm driving all the way to Madison in one day, if we added a Madison stop, what's the distance between Madison and impair? Madison and Eau Claire. Add destination, Madison. So if I said, okay, we're going to do a meetup in Madison, Wisconsin. How much, okay, so that's 9 hours to Madison, and then 3 hours to Eau Claire, and 3 hours to De Pere. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'd be driving past Madison anyway, at least. So at least that's not wildly out of my way. Juniper Willis says, Champaign, Illinois stop would be amazing for me, but I don't know if anybody else would be there. Yeah. Well, I know Cub is somewhere near southern Illinois. Or middle Illinois. Cub is somewhere in Illinois. So, like, let me send Cub a message. Hey, I'm gonna be driving through Illinois. Sometime. I'm gonna be driving through in Illinois as part of a round trip to Wisconsin. Sometime in late June. I don't know exactly which days I'll be driving yet, but expect to be in Wisconsin around the for at least the 22nd through 25th of June. Probably more to also stop and see family. Plus, probably. Actually, let me. This is what the correspondence stream is for. I should be texting my brother. Sugar and Doogie Howser. Hey, I've got a pinball tournament in De Pere, June 22nd through June 23rd through 25th. Any chance y'all might want me to stop by your place on the way there? Question mark? On the way there or back? Question mark? I figure with Ba, 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 ba. So I understand if the timing isn't great this trip. Okay, so we'll see what they say back to me. I expect to definitely. I plan to definitely be in Wisconsin for the. Okay. In late June. Any chance you'd either want to meet up, either just us to hang out, or as a public fan meetup, or either just us to hang out, or do a stream? IRL, or as a public fan meetup? It is a 3-hour drive to our house from Impair. You sure that's not a burden on you? The tournament is June 23rd through 25th. Is there also a warm-up night the 22nd? Let's go to the IFPA website. Okay, so we're gonna look for Depair, Wisconsin. Search. Because if they also, so let's see, they've got June 23rd is the Fair Strikes Knockout, 24th and 25th. Tournament is June 23rd through 25th. I could come, and I'll be staying in a hotel there. I figured if it wouldn't be too much problem for you, I could drive up to your place a day or a few days in advance and work from there before continuing to Depair. That way, I won't be competing after 14 hours of driving. I won't be competing right after the long leg of the drive. Okay. Speaking of which, I gotta lock down that hotel. Okay, so let's put that on our call list or to-do list for today. Depair Hotel, travel. We also need to make some arrangements for this weekend. Okay, so I don't know exactly when I'll be driving through Illinois yet. Okay, so we'll send Cub that message. Okay. Let's go see how the button is doing. Welcome, Geek of Many Topics. I really love that Mumbo left the back of this open. I really hate that I forgot to bring Ender Pearls. Dang it, stupid tall grass. Okay. Open-handed here. Okay, which way is it going? Okay, so it's halfway back filled on this side now. Or slightly more than half, since we last checked it. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so we'll see what my brother and his wife say about me crashing at his place for a day or a few days. Ideally, I'd love, like, driving takes a lot out of me, and, like, this is, like, the biggest pinball tournament I've ever been to, so I kind of I don't want to do the 14-hour drive straight to the pinball tournament, right? And then the next day be playing. That's gonna kill me. Like, so worst case, if they can't have me because, like, his wife is a what do you call it? One of those recently graduated doctors, resident maybe. So her schedule is insane, and so if this is just not convenient timing for them, I don't want to be a burden. So I'll probably just go up to Depair a little bit earlier, or try to find something else partway there, where I can work for a day or two from somewhere. ZB says, "Why is Joe going into the button machine?" I was checking to see if the how the timer was going. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not asking Cub where he lives. I'm saying, like, if you want to hang out somewhere, like, along my path between Nashville and Wisconsin. Incurious writes, I don't have the connections I used to with a friendly local gaming store in Madison, but if you think Madison might work, be happy to try and scope out a public meeting spot there. Can't help with other places as much. It's also a hell of a drive. I used to do Madison to Jackson, Mississippi in a single drive. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm very aware of that, Badger. Kindle says, if you added one cobblestone to the hopper, it would be stallingly fun. I think maybe I should not do that. Salem says, is there a reason you're driving as opposed to flying? Well, for one thing, my brother and his wife live, like, well, for one thing, Green Bay doesn't have a great airport to fly directly to from Nashville. For a second thing, flying is really costly and stressful. But because my brother and his wife live 3 hours away from the airport, what I'd probably have to do is I'd probably have to fly into Milwaukee and then take a bus or a train up to Green Bay anyway at that point. But then I wouldn't be able to easily visit them a few hours away in Eau Claire. Because there's no good way to get from Eau Claire to Madison or Milwaukee or Green Bay without a car. So if I want to visit family, I'm going to have the car. And I don't want to rent a car because car rentals are wild since the pandemic, price-wise and availability-wise. Incurious says, no train and no bus I know of from Milwaukee to Green Bay. There's gotta be. There's gotta be a Greyhound or something from... Okay, hold on. But, like, it's one of those things, like, at the point where I'm taking a... Okay, so we're gonna go from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to Green Bay, Wisconsin. And we're going to say June 21st. Search. No tips on June 21st. June 22nd. Okay, so they don't run every day. They don't run every day. But there are... Some days do have a Greyhound bus. And it would be 2 hours and 15-minute bus ride and $22. But then I still have to get across town from the airport to the bus station. It's a whole thing. If I wanted to take a bus from Nashville to Green Bay, that would be $116, and it would be a 16-hour bus trip. So, I mean, it's given... Well, and also, like I said, I would like to stop and see people along the way. If I can stop and see Cub or do a meetup in Madison or whatever. I have a lot more options if I've got my car. Okay, let's see. My brother got back to me. Okay. Awesome. Sounds great. I'm definitely gonna need to upgrade my travel mic setup. What we did. So the mic that we used when we did the October trip. No, we ended up just using the laptop mic for a lot of that, and that wasn't ideal. Awesome, sounds great. So yeah. My parents are gonna be there too, apparently, the 19th through the 22nd, before they go to a convention in Chicago. So, unfortunately, because they're going to Chicago from there and I'm going to Green Bay from there, it doesn't make sense for us to carpool up together. Although we would have 3 drivers we could swap out with 2 cars at that point. I could talk to them about caravanning up. Awesome. Okay, so they want... Okay, so if they're arriving the 19th... that's a federal holiday anyway, so I don't like streaming on federal holidays. Awesome, sounds great. How would you feel about me planning to drive up on the 19th myself? Awesome. Would it work? Awesome. Sounds great. Since the 19th is a holiday anyway, and I try not to stream on those, that'd be an ideal driving day for me too, if that's not too long a visit for you and your wife. I'm going to say her name, but I'm not going to say it here. Okay. Looks like my brother was already going to be taking off work that week since my parents were going to be visiting as well. So this is all coming together. Okay. So I'm not going to get the good bed since my parents are going to get the good guest bed, but like I just need a couch or something to sleep on. Or honestly, I just need a floor. Anything I'm not paying rent or hotel rates on is ideal for me. At that point, Kindle says, does your family thing mean petitions on the 20th will be delayed? Yeah, I posted that in Deep Space Nine General just now. Because I didn't realize that there was a conflict there, but, like, I can't... Like, I've only got Corinne for a few more weekends before she goes to her mom's, so... Okay. Well, yeah. Let us know your plans as they finalize. Sure. Tentatively, I'll be leaving. Let's see, how long... Let's go back to the Nashville to Eau Claire. So, Nashville to Eau Claire is... I'm going to remove that. So, if I depart at... oh, on a holiday, there wouldn't necessarily even be rush hour traffic, but, like, just... I like to get an early start on driving days. So if I leave at like 5 in the morning, I'll get there in time for late. Yeah, because I don't wanna have dinner on the road if I can avoid it. With my digestive stuff, it's easier for me to kind of eat smaller nibbles throughout the day and then have a big meal when I arrive. So, looking at this, so it's between 11 and 13 hours. Well, if I'm streaming the night before, and I'm getting this done with that stream at 10:30, and there's no real rush hour because it's a holiday. I could probably head out. Tentatively. Okay. So I definitely don't want to get there late. The earlier I leave, the earlier I get there. Because I don't want to be up late. Okay. Well, I'm also leaving the city, Mahis. I'm leaving the city instead of... It's... If I had to go through downtown to get, like... Yeah. Basically, since I'm heading north, I'm not gonna run into much traffic. Most of the congestion into the city isn't... Or, most of the congestion is heading into the city. And there's not a lot of traffic between me and getting out. So, should be okay in that direction. Wyvern's Flight says, when I moved, we did the drive from Nashville to Madison, and that was rough, so I understand not wanting to drive and go right to the tourney. Yeah, having a few days to relax should be good. I'm still going to be streaming and hopefully recording, I don't know, depending on the quality of the mic, from the road. I'm not going to bring my full setup. So I need to get a new travel USB mic, but that's good anyway because that'll be also right now I don't have a fallback if my XLR to USB interface dies. Awesome. Awesome. I will want the practice time before the tourney, possibly more than you're welcome. Apparently there's a good pinball place. They don't do tournaments, but apparently there's a good pinball place in Eau Claire. So I can also practice before the, a few days before the tournament. Hanging out there with my brother some, since he's off work. And Boss says, is there going to be an HHH today? Tentatively. I haven't heard back from the other hermits yet. Okay, so this is a coffee and correspondence stream. We are working out planning, correspondence, scheduling. Okay. I'm looking at this, and with the schedule between now and when my daughter leaves for camp, I've got... Or not camp, leaves for her mom's. Basically every weekend is slammed. I don't know if we can fit petitions on a weekend. Y'all who are here who would normally attend petitions, would it be better to say, let's do a weekday petitions during stream time? Or would it be better to just say, we're going to postpone petitions until June? Because the June petitions are on the 17th, which is the first weekend after my kid is gone. Yeah. Lucky for you, our arcade restaurant is a short walk. Awesome. Awesome. I may be practicing there each day. This is a pretty serious tournament, and the more ready I am, the better. Okay, pinballs. So they've got an X-Men, a Star Wars, a Star Trek, a Space Jam, a South Park, a Rush, a Rick and Morty, a Medieval Madness, a Mandalorian, a Kiss, a Godzilla, an Avengers, an Attack from Mars, and an Addams Family. Now, none of those are going to be in the tournament that I am going to be playing in, because the tournament I'm playing in is a Classics tournament. But Mahi says, what about Memorial Day? Memorial Day weekend is booked. Tommy says, what if we try something asynchronous like Yurgi? Yeah, I feel like if we do asynchronous petitions, I should still do a midweek stream. Because I say we're doing this at a weird time, people can submit their petitions in writing, and I'll review them on the stream, right? So, what does that look like? There are 2 other pinball places within driving distance. Nice. Pinball lover Ian Jacoby surveys the Eau Claire pinball scene and deems it good. Bum 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 bum. Okay. So let's see what they're saying. So Clancy's is an Irish tropical bar with Stranger Things as well as a few others. What else do they have? This is not a kid-friendly place, but what else? They've got the Eau Claire Games and Arcade. Oh, that looks like they've got some actual classics in there that would be in the tournament. Ooh, Jungle Lord, Comet. Yeah. And okay, so bringing my car here is a good call if that's gonna get me over there. Yeah, this is okay. Wow, there's a lot of pinball places in Eau Claire. I'm shocked that they don't have a tournament scene yet. Badger says Irish tropical bar. Badger, you're the one that's always talking about how many Irish people had to go work in the tropics. Why wouldn't there be an Irish tropical bar? Okay. Wow. This, looking great. I'd be glad to have you, you and Mom and Dad hang out with me while I practice a few of these places. I'm sure you don't want us kicking around the house for 72 or 96 hours straight. How long did he say that they were there? 19th through the 22nd. Okay, so let's go check on how that machine is going. Okay, there's gotta be a more fuel-efficient way to get into this thing. I don't want to waste a rocket every time. Hold on. I bet I can glide. There it is. Did it go an entire cycle? Yeah, it must have gone an entire cycle. So, how many cycles... Okay, I guess the question is it a predetermined number of cycles before it turns off a lamp? Or is it like randomly every time there's a... Does it work such that every time it does a full cycle of the etho clock, there's a random chance that it'll turn off a light? Does anybody know? Badger says, yeah, they brought Guinness with them, which is why it's so popular in the Caribbean. Yeah. Awesome. Badger, I promise I'll take pictures of the Irish tropical bar for you. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling really excited about this, because I was worried... Tommy says, I want to guess it's secretly broken and we just don't know. I feel like Mumbo probably showed the redstone in his episode. Ethi says the question might also be, when Mumbo fixed it, did he fix it correctly, and is the button actually working? Cool. Cool. I'll figure it out. Cool. A Tuesday night at 8 p.m. So looking at the calendar here. Thursday night stream at 8:30 p.m. and morning streams every day at 8:30 a.m. Can shorten / cancel those if I'm doing okay budget-wise. I can shorten or cancel some of those if I am... Okay. I'll know better how that looks in early June. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Mumbo built it off camera and said it's quite simple. Okay. InDev says, I understand the clock portion, and that's about it. I bet it's not working. Well, I know he said explicitly in the first episode, I didn't see the second episode with this thing, but in the first episode, he explicitly said it was rigged so that the etho clock would be as slow as possible, but not trigger the lamp every time it cycled. But it wasn't clear if it was a fixed number of cycles or if it was a random number of cycles before the lamp would go out. But this is fine because, like, I'm actually, like, legitimately getting stuff done right now. Tommy, how are you doing on the newsletter? Are you thinking that you're ready for our newsletter calls soon? Because I'm kind of at... I have other stuff I can start working on, but I'm at a good... Now that I've got this Wisconsin trip stuff kind of locked down, I'm at a good taking a break point. What? Yeah. Perfect. I'm really glad this worked out schedule-wise. I'm excited to see y'all. Okay. Cool. Bum. Welcome, said Axe. Glad you could join us. Okay. So... let's see. Oh, yeah, I should mention, we are currently $5... No, we are $15 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. We are $5 past the previous one. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. This is a viewer-supported stream, not an advertiser-supported stream. So if I'm helping keep you company while you're getting through the beginning of your work week, I am glad to do it, but I would much rather be here entertaining y'all than back in my own office. So, or when I say in my own office, I mean like working for an employer unable to be on HermitCraft at the moment. Garav says the bird sounds fit the shopping district. I can even turn those up. I've got a separate mic for that. Pointed out the window. I turned it down because there was somebody shouting at his dog earlier. And I was like, yay, city life. Okay. Karake says, just had my coffee sitting in the French press for nearly an hour. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, it probably is. Do you have one of the insulated French presses? I've got one of the... I've gone through so many glass French presses over the years. Not like, oh, they break every week or something, but like just over the course of the last 10 years, I've probably gone through... They would last like between 2 and 4 years each. So the most recent time I had one break on me, I heard about the metal one. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get a metal French press. And it's the best. I love it. It keeps it... It's like got one of the... It's got like vacuum between 2 layers of metal. So it keeps the coffee warm. And it's much easier to clean. Because with glass, you know, it's like... you gotta worry about, like, breaking the glass. But with this... Salem tips 15 and says, productivity, correspondence, birds even. Well, thank you, Salem. That gets us evenly to our next face camera expansion milestone. Here we go. Expand, Joe. So thank you very much, Salem. That now puts us 20 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Yeah, it does get more bitter if you let it soak too long. Badger says the filter for that press is 1,000 times better than the glass ones too. I'm really, like, I don't like, I don't like buying things if I can avoid it. But when I do buy them, I want them to be like high quality and to last. And like this was a solid choice. I'm really happy. Like the worst thing for me. Like, I dread buying things because I'm like, oh, if this sucks, I'm going to be really disappointed. I'm just going to be really upset that I wasted money on this. And, like, so, like, I dread making household purchases sometimes because I'm like, well, what if this is bad? But then I bought this and it was just delightful. And I was like, yay. Got a headset recommendation. I don't know what is a headset different from headphones? Is set a combination of microphone and headphones? Because if that's the question, then no. Honestly, I don't even really have headphone recommendation. But, yeah, I don't have any sponsors in that. I mean, I personally outfitted this studio with 2 pairs of Audio-Technica M40Xs. They're kind of in a sweet spot where they're meant for professional use and they're durable. But I don't know that they're necessarily a good choice for what do you call it? What your use case is. What's the best you've ever had headphones-wise? Oh, boy. I mean, possibly these. I don't, The problem is, I really only use nice headphones when I'm working. I don't, like, if I'm chilling listening to music, I'm listening to them on my terrible earbuds, right? Because I'm not at the computer. I mean, actually, maybe the best headset I've ever had was the Valve Index. Because it's got a pretty good mic in it. And it doesn't really have headphones. It has, like, speakers that hover over your ears with, like, 3-dimensional sound. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, the Valve Index is probably the best headset I've ever had. but it's also like $1,000, and it's for VR. So you probably doesn't fit your use case. Uh, but it stuff does sound great in there. Like watching movies and stuff in VR with friends over the pandemic. That was like fantastic. Um, I feel like I had Tommy says I'm good for a call now. I should be calling Tommy. I'm like I have something to do and I'm not doing it. Sorry, Tommy. It's me being bad at stuff. Your friend Joe.
Hey, Joe. Good morning.
What up? It's your boy Joe Hills. How you doing there, Tommy?
Don't talk to me like that.
Alright, I will stop talking like that.
Nail. Okay, so
Or something like that.
I'm back to talking like this. Yeah.
Cool. We can be
I'm doing Muppet
normal.
arms. They're out of frame on the camera though. Can I I gotta like shrink down low. Yay!
This is great.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yes. So Tommy, how is the newsletter going?
Good. I have an introduction. I have the Minecraft servers. The DS9 event schedule needs to be updated to whenever we set petitions to. Do you have a specific date in mind, or we're still
Let's talk. I
workshopping?
wanted to talk to you about that now. I wanted to
Sure.
sanity check that, and while we have people here to weigh in, it sounds like people like the idea of the mixed asynchronous weekday thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we basically say we'll fit petitions in to another stream. Now, then the question is which other stream? Um, moving them sooner seems bad because that doesn't give people time to prepare. Like, so if I said let's do
Mm-hmm.
them Thursday instead of Saturday, that's less time for people.
Right.
So if we say May 22nd, that gives everybody a week.
I think that's fair.
And we could do that during the nighttime stream on May 22nd. So let's go ahead then and on our schedule here. I stopped the schedule on May 21st. So let's go ahead and add Monday, May 21st, or sorry, May 22nd, um, at 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. Coffee and correspondence on HermitCraft 9. Monday, May 22nd, 1 p.m. I think we're going to be helping Cub with his museum next week for HHH, but I'm not going to say that in here because that's subject to change. I'm just going to say HHH stream. But it sounds like we have a
Right.
real project is the thing. Monday, May 22nd at 8:30 p.m. We will say HermitCraft, we'll say DS9 petitions and HermitCraft 9 live. So I just added 3 entries there for our weekly schedule that you can
Yep.
format properly for the newsletter, please.
Sure.
NJ says, oh lord, no, lol. NJ, sometimes we have to put things on schedules. I know you hate it, but we have to do it. Okay.
Oh yeah. NJ hates the
NJ hates
schedule.
schedules. Um,
Okay.
okay. But she
After that, I
loves
have
weeks.
she's weak for weeks.
Yep. Okay.
So then I have the
She loves
Everstorm.
planners. That's it. That's the
She just really likes planner.
yeah. NJ hates schedules but hates planners. Why do you think that is? Did you ever see the show Zoom, Tommy, or are you too young for that?
I don't know specifically what that
Okay.
is.
That's fine. That's fine. Um but yeah, they've got this riddle format that's like NJ Coffee Junkie hates voices but loves accents. Why do you think that is?
The answer, Joe Hills.
No. We'll see if the chat gets it. Okay. Um, okay. Um,
So next I have Everstorm.
Okay, yeah, let's keep rolling. Keep moving, keep moving, keep
So
moving.
I
Yeah.
have that the April Everstorm is closing, and I have our survivors posts. There were no other obituaries to report for that one.
Okay,
And
fantastic.
the May Everstorm is open, and I have the first 2 obituaries for that so far.
Okay.
Then
I'm glad
after
to hear.
that, I have Pinball.
Okay.
Mr. Hardluck has won again, and that's 4 weeks in a row.
Wow. That is impressive.
I'd like to encourage other folks to join in the pinball tournament to see if they can beat Mr. Hardluck, because clearly
Yeah,
he's reigning right now.
clearly that's... So, yeah, I know I said that sometime around June we'd be switching over to Pinball FX. They haven't... It looks like the Steam Summer Sale isn't until late June, early July. I was hoping it was earlier in June. Because I don't want to do the big switch over until the packs go on sale. They probably won't go on a huge
Right.
sale, but I wanted to give, like, I don't want this to be a huge drain on people's wallets.
Yeah.
At the same time, I know that the people who play on Mac really are looking forward to the switch over, and so I don't want to delay it indefinitely. Like, if they're like, hey, it's the Steam Summer Sale, we're only knocking it down to 5% off. It's like, well...
It's better than nothing, I guess.
It's better than nothing, and the people playing on Mac have been waiting for it. So,
Right.
we're not gonna keep doing Pinball FX3 past that Steam Summer Sale. So maybe mention that this is going to be the last season of Pinball FX3 contests as we're switching over to the newly released Pinball FX. In late June or toward the end of June. Don't give a hard date on that because we don't have a hard date for when the sales are, but that's what I'm looking at. And especially if I'm traveling the last week of June, if I'm going to be traveling to Wisconsin the second to last week of June, I'm not going to have a Windows PC. So in order for me to set up and play in the tournament on my laptop, we're probably going to make the switch. Actually, you know what? Let's announce that way. Actually, now that I'm thinking about this. Yeah, say that, let's see how many weeks we have left. We have this week, the 22nd of May, so this week, the 21st of May, the 28th of May, the 4th of June, the 11th of June. Okay, so we have 4 weeks left of the current tournament season, and we will start the Pinball FX tournament season on June 18th.
Did you repeat that date one more time for me?
June 18th.
That's when we're launching?
But yeah, that's when we're gonna launch the new Pinball FX season. Tommy, have you been I know last season of Pinball you kept an Excel sheet or a Google Docs sheet or whatever.
I started the new one. I'm a bit behind on the weeks, but I have been putting in.
Okay. Is that shared with me, the new one, or is it a new table in the same old sheet?
It's a new table. Wait, it's a new tab. I don't know how.
Yeah, I guess it's technically a new sheet in the old workbook.
Yes, it's the same book you created, so you should have access to it.
Let me pull that up now. What was that file called?
Pinball tourney results. Yeah, I last updated at the end of March, so I'm a little behind.
So, one thing I might want to do is actually have continue. I kind of want in the next season of Pinball, when we do the Pinball FX tournament, and you can mention, when this launches on June 18th, we're going to have a new scoring system as well. I'm basically going to say something, I'm trying to figure out a good way to kind of loosely model the way we give points for this weekly tournament based on how real-world pinball tournaments work. So instead of us just saying at the end of the 6-month tournament, hey, Mr. Hardluck won 20 times and Forgetly won 18 times, hard luck wins the whole tournament or whatever. Like the second place person from each tournament would get a certain amount of points. The third place person from the tournament would get a certain amount of points. But it would be worth more points the more people were in the tournament. Like, so if there was one week that we had 15 people, winning that would be worth more than winning the week we had 4, right? And second place in a 15-person tournament will be worth more than in a 4-person tournament, and that sort of thing. So I haven't worked out the exact scoring system for that yet, but that way we can actually post the weekly results in the newsletter when we post, hey, here's the results from last week's tournament. We can also say, and here for the series, here's
Like long-standing runnings.
yeah. So basically, yeah. So basically, every week in the newsletter we would have like, and here's the updated rankings for the whole series.
Okay.
And so
I like that idea.
So it would say something kind of like, how in Mario Kart you have every time you do when you do a cup, there's like points per race, and then at the end of the cup it's like so and so won the cup, because even though they didn't get first every race,
They had the most points overall.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm still working on exactly how I'm gonna make that happen, but yeah. Lakshmi13 says, I do everything on my laptop. Is it worse than desktop for some reason? I'm not sure what you mean. Lakshmi13 says, I'm going to have to be more careful. I always play when no one else plays. Well, the thing is that the way the scoring for the tournament would work is you would get like a minimum number of points for coming in last and 0 points for not competing at all that week. Pinball laptop versus desktop. No, I mean, that should be fine. Like, Pinball FX and Pinball FX3 don't need high system requirements. It's really just, it would probably be more important that you have a comfortable controller or keyboard setup than anything else. Okay. Oh, man, I should really read these emails from nonprofits more often. There's a local nonprofit I sometimes give money to that just sent an email talking about how successful this event they had where they had Kristen Chenoweth sing at the Grand Ole Opry was. And I was just like, oh, I would have liked to go to that. I like Kristen Chenoweth. This is what I get for opening your emails once a year when I should be paying attention to Tommy.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. Mahi00 says, Joe's laptop is a Mac, so it can't play FX3 at all. Well, that's why when I'm traveling... Well, that's why we're launching the new series that is... The game will be Mac-friendly. Or is Mac-friendly. So I can play Pinball FX on the laptop. We're going to launch that for the... starting June 18th. Okay. Also, Lakshmi13, thank you for updating or increasing your Patreon pledge. I appreciate it. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Mr. Hardluck, sorry, I still am behind on that. Okay, what is next, Tommy?
Okay, after pinball, we have the stream schedule. I still need to add in the updated Monday, May 22nd you gave me into that, but I have everything else put in and formatted. After that, we have notable streams. I've got the VOD for your Tears of the Kingdom stream with Quinn. I've also got the VOD for Crafts with Cleo. Am I missing any other VODs that should be in there for the week?
Those were the two kind of big ones, I'd say.
Gotcha. After that, I have upcoming conventions. I checked if Music City Multicon had their tickets open. Not yet.
Okay.
I also checked for Tennessee Game Days Falls. There's no update there yet either.
Okay. No, that's
and
fair.
Then I have my farewell.
Let me look real quick and see what Chattacon 2024 looks like, because that's probably the first event that I can commit to after the TCG launches. Okay, January 12th through 14th, 2024. Guests, panelists. Okay, I'm just looking to see who else they're bringing in.
Sure.
To see if it's worth me reaching out to them. I normally don't work Chattacon, but if they're willing to, like, help me out with hotel room costs or anything, that would be... Looking to host a panel or workshop at Chattacon. Yeah, because we're still far enough out from January. Panelist application. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back to this. I'm just gonna put this in my to-do list here. Chattacon panelist application. So don't put that on the schedule yet, because I'm not 100%... Oh, wait. This might also conflict with Corinne getting back from her mom's, which is maybe why I didn't already...
That's about right.
Yeah, let's... sorry, what was the next thing? Anything else?
I don't think I have anything else in particular.
That's usually the bottom of the list, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so... 2023 to 2024 district calendar. Oh, yeesh. Yeah, there might be a big conflict. That's why I hadn't applied. Okay, I was just like, this is such a no-brainer. Why don't I do this? Oh, because I shouldn't. I'll see if I can get that conflict resolved. I have time. It's mid-January, and that's like 6 months from 7.
Yeah.
8. Is that 8 months from now? Yeah, that's 8 months, because that's like the 13th month if today's the 15th month.
Today's the 15th month.
Or 5th month? Okay.
5th May.
I'm tired, Tommy.
We'll make brand new months just for you. You'll have so much more time on your hands.
It started raining and it woke me up at 3 in the morning. I had
Oh, no.
lightning and everything, and I'm like, I gotta close the windows. Do I need to unplug everything? I'm fine. No worries, NJ. No worries. You do your work for your job. That's okay. Sure.
So besides the things I have to edit in, I think that's everything.
Okay. I am feeling pretty good about that.
All right. I will get that fixed up, and I will let you know when it's posted and announced.
Very, very most excellent. Thank you very much, Tommy.
Thank you for having me.
Alrighty, you have a great morning, and I am gonna keep moving with all the stuff I gotta burn through. Catch you later.
All right. Good luck. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Okay, So this is where things get perilous. Is part of me is like, wow, I got done way more than I thought. Here. Okay. Okay, so responded to that. Okay, so I feel like, wow, I've got so much done. I must be done. But it's also I'm like 45 minutes ahead of schedule, which makes me think I'm actually forgetting a huge chunk of what I'm supposed to be doing, which is, oh yeah, I've got an entire separate email box I haven't looked at yet. Ah, screaming externally. When did that come through? Okay, that came through 2 days ago. Yep. Probably should have been looking at this box over the weekend. Okay. Okay, so that's not actionable right now. Okay, I can pay that later. Anything here I need to look at? If you have a late order... Okay, that's passed. Okay. If you haven't filled out that survey, I filled that out. End of year celebration. Don't have to bring any food for that. Okay. Oh no. When is this again? Oh gosh. It's my 15th college reunion this year. What are the dates for that? Do they... Vanderbilt reunion 2023. That's November 2nd through 5th. Need to put that on there. Oh no, that's also my cousin's wedding. Oh, that sucks. Well, I can maybe go to the schedule at a glance. Whoops. There's a Thursday kickoff party for the reunion. I can go to that, I guess. That's brutal. It's a wedding is a once in a lifetime thing, and a reunion is every 5 years. But like, ugh. So I'm going to the wedding, but looks like there's a Thursday thing for the reunion I can go to. Okay. Okay, so emails reviewed in both boxes. Okay. I think we are about to okay. Okay, so I think I've gone through all the stuff I need to go through. BKJ says, once in a lifetime, my uncle married the same woman twice. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to get married for a second time, though not... Oh. I have something to chat to you about I know you're at the button. May I drop in? Yes, please. Sorry, was reading my email aloud to my stream viewers. because I'm an engaging and entertaining person. Okay. So I should probably switch to recording mode here and hit start recording. I have been hanging out over here by Mumbo Jumbo's button now for about an hour and 40 minutes. I have peeked inside the hopper clock and seen it go back and forth a few times. Now, Mumbo had said that it wasn't clear, or our pal Mumbo said that every time the etho clock rolled over, it wouldn't necessarily trigger a lamp change. I'm not sure if that's some sort of cumulative thing or if it's random, but either way, I have watched the hopper clock roll over several times, still no lamps going dark. So that's a mystery. But you know, it's only been an hour 45. Maybe we just need to keep the chunks loaded longer. I don't know. Since this is right across from the TCG shop, though, I'm sure there'll be a lot of hermits swinging by to do stuff and, you know, keeping this whole thing going.
I certainly.
Ah! It's
Certainly
pearlescent moon! Oh, God. Okay.
That was perfect timing. Are you alright?
Wow. Hi, Pearl. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing just fine. Look at that beautiful hat on your head.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope you don't mind. I put a bed on top of your building there because there's not a super
Joe.
safe place to look at this from.
Did you just put a bed on top of my recycling center? Are you sleeping on trash?
I like to think that I'm sleeping on the future.
Sleeping on the future.
I mean, what is recycling if it's not the future?
You know what? I like that. I like what you've just said there. Spoken like a true king.
I try, but don't tell Cleo because she'll get jealous. As our clear true
Oh,
king.
really?
Yeah, she's got a crown
I
and
see.
everything.
Oh.
I think she got it from
fair enough.
sausage. It's some sort of elaborate thing that I don't have time to understand, but I don't
Doesn't
argue
happen
with
to
her.
have a few. No, doesn't happen to have a few wren hairs in it, does it?
It does. It's Ren's original crown. He passed it off to the Empire's guys who gave it to Cleo. But anyway, we're gonna help you with Pearl now that you've terrified me.
I'm sorry. You know, I had to do it. I have to terrify people at some part, especially when they're filling up all the bins around the server.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of great bin opportunities around here. I've only put
There
like
is, but
six shulkers in that one over there today, but you know, other than that, I haven't really
Today, there's more.
been. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm still digging. There's still stuff.
Oh my. Okay. Well, I've come over here, Joe, because I want to offer you a bin of your own. Seeing as you're filling up all the other bins on the server, do you want a bin?
A bin of my
nice little
own.
bin.
Wow, that would be fantastic.
bin of your own.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you need a huge one at this point because you've filled up scars.
Yeah.
I saw your trash bags in there and I caught you in the act. I know you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You're filling up all the rest of them. And you know what? I can just make you one. I'll save you the trouble.
Sure. Do you mind if I show you where to put it?
Yes, absolutely. Please do.
Okay, let's go ahead and fly on this way then.
All right. Flying. We're not using the nether.
Oh, I mean, we're right close to my base.
It always stuns me how close everything is on the server.
Oh, yeah. I got that Bobby mod so I can render stuff from further out, too.
Oh, that's smart. See, I've only just rendered in your base now.
Yeah, it's right here. So, I was going to say, do you see, my portal comes out at this pinball here. And I've got my
someone's
beacon.
going to be doing some really hardcore pinball gaming for the pinball to end up all the way over in the grassland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to have a couple pinballs for scale, because those are actually, you can't see them because of the tree now, but yeah, those are actually the scale of the machine. It's the same scale.
Oh, it's insane.
So a pinball would be 6 meters inside of that machine.
Oh, wow. Okay. Blimey. All right. Where do you want this bin?
Yeah, sorry, let me just lay my head down and dream so we don't get attacked by creepers over here. I was gonna say somewhere in this area would probably be good.
Okay.
Let's see. I mean, is there a spot here that just calls to you somehow?
Honestly, it's just that whatever convenience it is for the customer.
Gotcha.
Just
well,
wherever.
yeah, I don't want it inside the machine itself, and this is kind of
you
the
don't want-
closest land, Because
You don't want stinky trash in your machine? The trash makes the world go round, Joe.
well, the thing
Trash
is,
makes your pinball work.
yeah, I'm filling the machine with components, and so like I don't know for sure where it would not be in the way and have to be destroyed anyway.
That is fair
kind
enough,
of
to be
my
honest.
concern.
I get that.
Yeah.
Mhm,
So
Okay.
yeah, I was gonna say if you wanted to like build it into this hill here or something, that would
Sure.
probably.
Well, it pretty much is just gonna look like either scars, maybe a little bigger, but yeah, it's just gonna be plonked down. You can fill it up, and I'll come around and empty it every now and again.
Yeah, and this way it's accessible to you from the portal because the portal is right in this machine here, in this ball
That's
here.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I can do that for you then.
Thank you so much,
But
Pearl.
I mean, don't let this stop you from using the other garbage bins around the server, Joe.
I promise I won't.
Trash is another man's treasure. You never know.
Alrighty. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that worked well. Okay, stop recording. Face camera back on. Hey, well, I'm glad we didn't just end the stream. Because I was like, okay. I am getting to the point though where it's like I've got some calls I need to make that I've written down I need to make before my and then I've got a call at 11. So I need to make a few calls that I can't do while I'm online before 11. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's last call for tips. Tommy Boy says, "Joe, wait, I got a question." Okay, let's call Tommy Boy. Calling Tommy Boy.
I wasn't expecting a call. I was typing as fast
But
as
you
I
had a
could.
question, Tommy. What? This is your time. This is Tommy time.
Oh my god, Tommy time, my favorite. So for the asynchronous DS9 petitions, should folks be putting that in DS9 General or DS9 Ops? Where can they put that?
Maybe I'm gonna make a new channel.
What?
I
I
luckily.
think this channel is great if we plan on doing this in the future.
Well,
if we
but we
don't,
can
then feels
remove it
offensive.
after. Honestly, not
And have
having
a
it in
one
its
for the
own channel is.
archives.
Yeah, this is one of those like we'll make it for now and then we'll remove it. So we'll call this DS9 May petitions. DS9 asynchronous. Asynchronous May petitions. Create channel. And this is not going to last. We're not going to... I put the month in there because we're definitely going to do synchronous petitions in June.
It says D9, and that bothers me incredibly. Could you make it say DS9?
It doesn't really want me to add characters, but I'll try my hardest.
Oh no, it's worse.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll fix it for real. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, we also, real quick, I need to fix the insomnia problem. I don't
Yeah.
remember doing that. I don't think I knew that was a command, and I was just hitting buttons.
Oh, you absolutely did not know it was a command. This was a parade that Badger was judging with you, and you were just doing commands that you
Is
had
it called
seen
do
posted up in the
insomnia?
chat. Yeah, do insomnia, and you want it to be true.
True. Okay. Okay. Done.
All better.
Back to HermitCraft. So we can keep that button loaded.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. Let's
That
see.
answers my question.
That was a good question. I'm glad we got that done.
I'm glad I caught you in time.
Mr. Hardlock says, what time will petitions be?
8:30 p.m. according to the schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be at the beginning of the stream. Oh, Badger posted a picture of those wedding shoes. I thought the green ones that were actually the ones you had ordered. Oh, okay. These match way better with that hair clip. That makes way more sense. I was like, I don't really see it, but sometimes my aesthetic sense isn't everyone's. Okay. That makes way more sense. Those are very nice. Okay. Okay, let me go back to the live event chat now. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing on the way back up. Okay, so Cha-Cha says the button takes 4 IRL days to go all the way down. Well, the problem is it isn't even going down 1 right now. I've been here for about 2 hours. So the way Mumbo did it last time, it got, I think, slower the further it went along somehow. So that if you stood here for a short amount of time when it had just been reset, you'd get the satisfaction of seeing it ticking downward. But then, so like, I was expecting, like, okay, yeah, it might take 48 hours for the thing to destroy itself, but like, that, you know, if I was sitting here for 1 whole hour, I was expecting at least 1 lamp to go out, even though there's not 48 lights, just because of the rate of decay of the speed thing. Badger says it's more important that the shoes match the actual dress that's in your closet. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, Badger had the wedding dress sent here on account of the wedding taking place here. We still don't have a date for that. We're still working through the immigration process. Okay. So, Tommy, any other questions?
I think that covers it.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get that published at your discretion.
All right.
Thank you very much, Tommy. I'll catch you later.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so like I said, I've got a few more calls that I need to make that I can't do on stream. So, How long has Pearl been live? Is she going to be going for a while? She's working on her shop. Oh, she's only been live for 1 hour and 30 minutes. She's going to be going for a while. So we're going to raid Pearl. Maybe we can get back at her for surprising me, even though I knew to expect her. Okay. Let's go ahead and run over there and yell, howdy y'all, Joe Hill's right here. Where is she? Where is this shop expansion? Looks like she has her mic turned off. Howdy y'all, Joe Hill's right here! Woo!
Hi, Joe.
Howdy, Pearl!
Hello.
Enjoy the raid, bye!
Oh, is it rain? Oh, thanks, Joe.
Okay, so we're gonna stop streaming.